Oh, Dwight's flopping. He's falling. He ran into him. Good way to, bruh. You got it. If they hit that, then it's gift wrap. Let them shoot that. Good way to dig McCollum on LeBron. Good way. He needs shooters. Oh my God. He's a shooter. Oh my God. Let him know how to do it, boy. It's that time. It's that time. Dame time. Hey, hit him. Hit him with it. Come on now, what we doing here? And bro, look at right here. We'll see the great screen by Dwight Howard. Look at the whole gap. Whiteside staying back. The whole gap is wide open. The whole gap. He can do anything. One pull up, step back, anything. Now Whiteside finally comes up bare times later and forced pickup. Just wasted bare time, bare clock for what? Now look, see? Now he's got a mismatch, bruh. Now he's got to try and cook with the whole paint. Look at Dwight in the paint clogging. Look at what's going on here. Clogging. He said buckets on your noggin. What we doing here? Swing it. Oh my goodness. Cook him. Danny moving like a granny. He too slow. my God, man. Bro, look at that. Look at that move right there. You see that? Boom. You saw what he did right there? He hit him with the half spin hezzy and made him too slow. Danny moving like a granny. Put him in that wheelchair, man. That rocking chair. Lullaby. Good night. Rock him to sleep. My God, I gotta teach every day of the week. What we doing here, boy? Look at this. Nothing. This is nothing. They're doing pick and roll for AD. This is what we doing. Okay. And they call foul. This is the only way. He's gotta just flail and do whatever to draw the foul. That's what he's gotta do. But look at Dame time. Look how far he's pulling. Look how far. Like, are you understanding what that is? And then look. And then another bad thing with the Lakers. They miss their free throws. They don't shoot threes well. They miss their free throws. Bruh, how can you close? Look at LeBron. 66% in the fourth quarter this season. Bruh. On cue. And then he misses 2 free throws straight. This is terrible, man. How can people just say this is the favorites? I don't understand. Bruh, what are we doing here? And then help off everything, bruh. My God. Get that punch. And then he trips him. But why is he able to block that? Because there's no spacing. There's clogging. You see what I'm saying? Block that on your noggin. You see what I'm saying? Look at it. AD's right in the paint. Give me that shit. That's what I'm talking about, man. Whiteside on the right side. Really, Lillard? You gonna turn it over? Where's the foul? How? And they're like, how? No foul? My God, you already know they just want fouls, bare fouls. Free throws are trying to save their life, but they can't even hit them. My goodness, no spacing. I told y'all the duo of Bron and AD, when it comes to the clutch time, is gonna be a problem. My goodness, and I trust mine. It's gonna be a problem. Let him know, man. Dame time, I make it rain. Shine, boy. Come on now. Yo, that's what Elite looks like. This man is different. From the logo, off the dribble. My goodness. Do you know? Like, what? Yo, stop playing with him. Stop putting respect on my name. What we doing here? Okay? You got, bro, can't cook. What we doing here? That's what you want. Rebound, D sound. That's what you want. Caldwell Pope going for a left hand contested layup. That's what we want. And then he has Braun on the island. He says move. And then what? Oh no, they're coming to screen. What we doing here? We have weapons. We have weapons. My goodness. Mellow. Bang. He said hello. I'm still that fellow. Come on now. What are we doing here, bro? Braun just passing like he doesn't even want the ball. What are we doing? Danny again? That's what we want. That's over the back, bro. And then he got the tip. If that was the Blazers, they're definitely calling over back on that play. I'm telling you, man. What are we doing here? How are we gonna close? Foul! Whoa, he wrapped around. He had ball too, but his hand hooked that wrapped around. That's how they gotta score. Transition. That's the only way they can get on this mission. I'm trying to show y'all something. I'm trying to teach y'all. So the personnel. I'm trying to show you, man. The personnel. That's what it comes down to. KYP. Know your personnel. Mono ain't mono. What we doing? We trying to pick the switch. He wants a mismatch. That's gift wrap. They have to double. They already know because they in trouble. Let me know. My goodness, that boy Trent. He said, I get cash. I can spend some money too, boy. What we talking about? I'm a rude boy. I like him. Man. Look at LeBron, bro. Are you serious? Bro, and then that's what we doing. We pass it to Caruso. Pads, Lillard. That's good D. 1-0 Caruso doing 1-0 pull-ups in the clutch. That's what we trust. Look at this right here. You see LeBron has a whole mismatch. Go to work. Mono a mono. AD's even going to the corner because he thinks you're going to ISO. But no, you pass. Palms are sweaty. What are we doing here? This is what we doing? This is what we doing? Nothing? Nothing? I told y'all the personnel. I'm trying to show, bruh. And then look, you see LeBron cheese. Look at him. He's like, bruh, really? How are you going to pass and then complain? This is what happens when the mans get traded and they act like they don't understand. Bruh, they don't understand what I be trying to say. This is a different echelon. This is supposed to be the GOAT. According to y'all. One more. Kill. Ah! I'm okay with that. There you go, Bron. You have to score now. Transition. Kill him. Great screen. You gotta hit that. My God, not even close. Bruh, this is all I'm trying to show y'all, man. Man's are in for a rude awakening. Really? Really? What we gonna do? Kill him? See? Nurk. He said, I'm going to work. Blow him bye-bye. Tell him to go home. Go back to the room. My God, Game Boy, no Nintendo. I've been trying to show y'all something for a minute, man. I've been trying to show y'all that at the end of the day, this is how the blueprint to beat the Lakers. And this is why I said the Blazers can win this series. And I also said that if the Lakers were to win, no matter what, it's going to be a 6-7 game series. And this is exactly the reason why I said that. Like, give you context and give you IQ. This is what I've been saying. If you go watch my preview from before that I've done, right? My previous video. What I was trying to get to y'all and trying to show y'all is that the fact that the Blazers, who have been struggling. People have been saying the defense is atrocious. Not just people, I've been watching myself. The defense is anus. But why is the defense anus? And why is the defense bad? Only when you have skilled people that you're playing against, meaning people who could shoot threes. It doesn't have to be OD Arsenal, but they can still shoot. Shooters are skilled as well. You get what I'm saying? People who can catch and shoot, people who can penetrate. So now when people can catch and shoot, and then that's what happens with the Blazers, their defense becomes atrocious because now when you dribble, you penetrate, and a guy helps and you kick to the corner, the next guy doesn't help. The second rotation doesn't happen. The third rotation doesn't happen. The pump fake, one swing, that next guy gets it, another rotation is supposed to happen. They don't rotate like that helter-skelter. Like how you see the Raptors and all these other teams with elite defense do. The Blazers do not do that. They make only one type of effort and maybe a secondary effort, and that's it. And that's the negatives of the Blazers, which is why they say, you know what? Let me just outscore you. The fact that they've had atrocious defense, all these teams have been scoring 120s, 130s, you get what I'm saying? And yet they still have closed out games and been in a close game every single game. Why? Because their offense has been that potent. And then the fact that they close while they still have no defense and they've been closing to even get to the 8th seed at an elite rate shows you that their offense and their closing ability is potent. Because finally Lillard is surrounded by people that can actually shoot. So now you can't double him. And if he doubles him, they're just getting open shots. This is what I try to tell people. You get what I'm saying? This is what I try to say and explain to people that this is what elite looks like. And so now the fact that they're facing the Lakers, who are atrocious and one of the worst teams in the bubble at shooting. So now you make a team that struggles with defense actually able to get stops when it matters because you're that atrocious on offense because it's just the paint. And this team has 3 7-footers when it comes to bigs and Melo as a big as well. So 4 bigs. You don't have an advantage in the paint when the paint is what you're supposed to go to. It literally was throwback basketball. They're playing Whiteside. They're playing Nurkic. That was the adjustment that Terry Stotts started with when they would have Gabriel, right? They also have Gabriel. Zach Collins is even out and he has elite defense. So when you look at it from that perspective, the fact that the Blazers, you're now giving the Blazers a luxury to get stops because your offense is atrocious, is actually even going to be worse for the Lakers than people are actually thinking. I'm trying to show y'all because the fact that we could get stopped, we could actually trust our defense now. And we already know our offense is never going to change. And the Blazers didn't even play well offensively. So that just shows you what happened. They got stops when it mattered. And they don't get stops when it matters. It's just the Lakers are that atrocious offensively that once you lock them up in the paint and force them to shoot, there's just anus. And LeBron has never won a ring without a shot creator, is what I try to told you. He's never won without a Kyrie. He's never won without a Wade. An elite shot creator who can close, who's elite in their own right. a top 5 player or whatever the case is. Dwayne Wade at the time. And when Dwayne Wade looked like he was deteriorating, what did he do? He went to replace him with a Kyrie, which is why Kyrie's been mad, because Kyrie's like, yo, I'm a point guard. I'm not just a shooting guard. But he made him play like a shooting guard. And this is what I try to tell people. LeBron can only play with his one style. The power forward / center has to be a stretch 4. So now when you tell me his second best player is AD and people are looking at it, oh, with AD's usage and all this and X, Y, and Z and is his best player he ever had, and LeBron could have played with Shaq and all these knocks to Kobe. Oh, anyone could win with Shaq, etc. I'm like, yo, you guys are in for a rude awakening. LeBron can't play with guys who dominate the paint mainly, because he dominates the paint mainly. He doesn't even post up. It's face up, run, blow by to the rim, and that's how I score. And then based off that, I pass to the shooters. And if you double me, it's shooters. The fact that he's getting 15 assists or whatever and all that type of stuff and still struggling shows you that because it's not threes and because the other team has elite offense, you have to break the seal. If LeBron created to that echelon and snapped to what Dame was doing with his 30 and being aggressive, or what CJ was doing, being aggressive. Like LeBron, even though people are going to say, oh my God, triple double, which is why stats don't mean nothing. To that extent, you can't just look at the stats. LeBron has the ball every single play down the court when he's in. He's holding the ball. So the fact that he's only getting 20 points with having the ball that much shows you how passive he actually is. Especially when you know you guys can't shoot like that. You have to be able to create. You have to be able to do pull-ups. Where's your floaters? Where's a step back? Where's a post fade? Where's a shimmy? Something. Create. The Kawhis, the PGs, all the guys we see, create. Dame, create. And then you pass off your creation. But no, I'm trying to show y'all something. And the fact that he even had those 15 assists was mellow, and a lot of these guys were sometimes making extra helps for no reason. Because that's why I say the blueprint to beat like a Giannis or a LeBron is let them score 80 points. Giannis is more difficult for letting them score 80 because he just tries to score first and pass second. But LeBron, let that man score 60 every given night. You see how Lillard had to score 50 every given night or whatever he was doing to snap? Make LeBron have to do that. And I promise you, it's not in his bag. It's not comfortable for him, which is why he struggled even when he lost Kyrie and Love, because he had to now turn into that scorer, something that he's not at heart. And it's not that he's not that at heart. It's just that his skill set doesn't possess that. So when it's not easy for him in certain situations, he shies away to pass. And people look at it as, oh, he just drove and kicked. He just did that. No, sometimes when it's not a elite situation that's guaranteed for him, sometimes he passes. And this is why LeBron, yes, he's elite. Yes, he's a great regardless of whatever happens. But at the end of the day, when you now compare him in the echelons of the Kobe's, the MJs, and the other greats, this is why I don't have him on that tier. Those guys are a tier above for reasons like this. And the funny thing is, y'all who already are the fanboys of Bron and all, et cetera, when you're watching the games, you're cheesed all the time. And you're happy when LeBron goes in that aggressive mode and he's barely passing, you're amped, like the a la Golden State 51, et cetera. But when he's doing his passing shit, you guys know when you're watching the game, you're mad. Bron, shoot. Come on, Bron. What are you giving it to Kuzma? Giving it to KCP? You guys are mad. But then what happens? You guys give excuses. The fact that mans are coming up with this whole Danny Green moving like a granny, or what we pay him for, etc., as if he wasn't doing this with the Raptors where he was sus and he wasn't playable down the stretch. But did mans give an excuse for Kawhi? No, you know why? This is what I'm trying to say, man. It's just funny, yo. It's just funny, man. At the end of the day, this is what Elite looks like. This is going to be a tough series, man. And this is, again, LeBron, welcome to the West. Because this is how the Kobe's, this is how these guys had it. In all series, it doesn't matter what round it was still going to be tough. Like the Clippers last year faced Golden State and it went to 6. It's going to be tough. The West 1 through 8 is literally when you have an AFC that could be a 50-win team and all that type of stuff. It's going to be tough. It's never a cakewalk like that. It's just this is what happens when LeBron's been in the East with a big 3 and go to 8 straight finals when there's a big 3 and nobody else has a big 3 or even has a big 2. And people attribute it to, oh my God. Yes, the East isn't weak itself, but it's weak in comparison to the team that LeBron was on for those years. He went 4 years with a big 3. They started deteriorating. Let me create a younger big 3. And then he goes, they started deteriorating. Let me go. That's been LeBron. And y'all are going, oh my God, it's hate and this and this. No, I'm just giving you IQ because that's what I do. Stop capping and understand that at the end of the day, I don't understand why they even been mentioned that he's the favorites. Why they even mention anything like that? And it's funny, and the irony is this whole season, they've been roasting Kawhi about load management, but when it's time, what does Kawhi do? They've been roasting him about load management. Oh, but Nick Wright and all these guys, oh my God, you're not even gonna be able to get to the conference finals because you rested all this time. So now you don't have a favorable matchup, while the Lakers are gonna get favorable matchup and win easily and be ready for you in the conference finals. And you might not even make it there. You might face the Rockets second round. No, you're gonna face the Rockets second round. You might not even make it there. You're gonna face the Portland the first round. Now you have the tougher matchup. What happened now? Now it's gonna be, they're not a regular 8th seed. They're held, you know what I mean? They're not a regular, but yet y'all been roasting Dame. Y'all been saying X, Y, and Z. Portland is trash. Y'all, bruh. It's funny, man. Man's are in for a rude awakening. Now again, it's one game. But regardless, like I said, it's a 6-7 game series. Lakers can turn it around. They could do different things. But at the end of the day, I just told you that combo of LeBron and AD, as long as it comes down to when it matters, they're going to struggle with closing. They're going to struggle with all of that type of stuff because they're not surrounded by a plethora of shooters. And that's the issue that I have when it comes to LeBron and his fans. He can only play one way while other people are playing in plethora of different ways, different systems, different skill sets, different players. Letting that player eat. Let him have his career year too while I'm here. And y'all act like a man who's just dominating the ball is better than these guys because he does everything. No, he chooses to, and it limits these other people. That's why the team success always hinders. The team success isn't the team success that it should be. Why he loses more in the finals, X, Y, and Z. Y'all gotta pay attention. But anyways, you already know it's true talks, and y'all talking about AD, that guy. And it's not that AD, don't get it twisted. AD can eat. But the problem, like y'all seen, AD was eating when he played with Drew Holiday and them. If you look at his 13 games in the playoffs, he's been eating. So clearly it's not that AD's the issue. The issue is Bron can only play one way, and AD's forced to be a hella skilled player at all times. He can't just pick and slip, pick and roll, go to the paint, dominate the paint. Take it in. The fact that AD was able to dominate the paint with Cousins, they shared times. Cousins will dominate. AD go on the perimeter 1-2. Let me bully. Okay, 80 go in the paint. Let me bully. Cousins go dominate on the wing. Why? Because they could shoot. They have no limitations. They're a multifaceted type of players. But when LeBron is one dimensional, now 80 has to be like Clay Love, and y'all were trying to say it wasn't gonna be so. And y'all look what's happening in the clutch. Look how many jump shots he has to take. And y'all get mad and 80 should do this X, Y, and Z. How can he do that when LeBron wants to run into the paint? I told y'all, this dual personnel, it doesn't work. It doesn't work when it's time. I'm showing y'all something. Pad the paint, force them to shoot, and man's done well. It's not that the bubble hiatus, the bubble niced them because they got more rest. But what happened was, man's did research. Oh, NBA's coming back. They took, NBA's gonna come back regardless. Be ready. Oh, that's what the agent's telling me. Say a word. Oh, that the coaches, they're scouting. They done reached that time to do extra research. I'm showing you. That's what happened. Anyways, you already know. It's true talks. Share, like, and subscribe. We out here. There's no down here. There's no drought here. You feel me? Like I said, tell a friend to tell a friend to tell a friend. Oh, man. Man's in for a rude awakening. And again, I still picked that the Lakers will win this series because I just think the refs, like they tried to do last game, they're going to try and do a lot. Because they want Clippers and Lakers for ratings. They're going to try and do a lot to nice this. So the Blazers are going to have to fight the refs and the Lakers. They're going to try and do a lot. So be ready, Blazers, for all these uppercuts from left, right ways when it comes to the refs. You saw the shit they tried to do. Bruh. Keep sleeping on Dame time. Keep doing it. I told y'all this man better than Curry. Finally, he gets a situation where he has guys who could shoot. When Curry been had mans that could shoot. And they can hide his deficiencies. Look what mans do. I'm trying to show you, man. Anyways, I'm out, man.